Today's video is about what I like about the Sur-ron bike. This is electric Sur-ron bike here, and I've had two of these for about a year, and I think they're amazing, and I'll tell you about it in a moment. First of all, I just want to let you know about my background. I'm a lifelong bicycle enthusiast. Started doing BMX before there was BMX in the 60s on a Stingray bicycle. Ended up modifying it into what a modern day BMX bike looks like when I was like 7 or 8. Stingray bike has these seat tubes that come up from the rear wheel to the front of the frame, and I cut those off, had my dad weld in some conduit, which is the worst metal ever, but anyways, he brazed some struts that went up to the seat post from the rear wheel, and I was the most popular kid in the neighborhood for quite a while because I had the coolest bike ever. And I just was always into motorcycles. About 9 or 10, I saw a video on Wide World of Sports, a program that came on Saturdays at 4 o'clock, and they had a motocross, and I saw that for the first time, and something in my head just went bam, and it was like that's it, you know, motocross. And studied motorcycles, got motorcycle buyer's guide magazines, and just spent hours and hours and hours just studying every motorcycle. After that, I kind of decided through my teens I wanted to work for Honda and design motorcycles. I ended up getting a motorcycle when I was 13, Honda SL100. Rode that for a while, started racing it at 15, raced motocross for 3 years straight pretty much. Anyways, ended up deciding I didn't quite have the talent to make a living at it. I wanted to live till I was 20. I was getting a lot of injuries, so I just quit. I think it was a good decision. Anyways, ended up getting married, starting machining at about 21. I've had my own CNC machine shop for almost 30 years. Next March it'll be 30 years. And anyways, for the last 5 years, I've been interested in electric bikes, and was designing one on SolidWorks. It's a design program for your computer, and I was designing a motorcycle, and then this thing came along, and so I checked it out. I'm always studying motorcycles, just every motocross action magazine, dirt bike action magazine, or dirt bike magazine, I study them. And this thing came out, and after studying it a while, I was just super impressed. Just like, wow, what a beautiful design here. I always think in terms of taking solid blocks and carving them on a CNC machine, but these frame parts are designed and made on a 6,000-ton press. Now, I can't get, well, I could duplicate this machining, but it'd just be so much time and huge blocks of material. Anyways, they can efficiently stamp this stuff out. They don't stamp it actually. It's actually put into a mold, and hot aluminum is forced into the mold under high pressure, and it cools, and then these parts come out. Anyways, beautifully welded together. Awesome design. Has lots of ribbing and stuff where it needs to be on the swing arm. They just did a really good job. And besides the nice design, this thing is just well built. I'm a welder. I spend so much time welding. I now have a welder that took my place, but these welds are beautiful. You know, just so nice. Just beautifully done. Everything about the bike is just well done. You know, this battery pack they built, it's amazing. They They have the same cells as a Tesla car. I think these are Panasonic cells, very high quality. Anyways, first thing I did with this thing, of course, is take it out on the motocross track. It does awesome. You know, for 5 horsepower at the rear wheel, approximately. I had it put on the dyno. It's 4.5 horsepower. Anyways, it was amazing. At times, I could just go out there and I was the fastest guy on the track. You know, it's a small motocross track. It's not a large motocross track, but a smaller track. I can't wait till I have more horsepower. Some people have dabbled in different controllers and different battery packs. You can put radio control battery packs. Those are the LiPo cells, lithium polymer. And they put out a lot of juice, and you could just make some crazy ass shit with this thing. Excuse my language, I shouldn't say shit. Anyways, they have a linkage in the rear suspension, which is just what a motocross bike does, where as it progresses through the travel, it stiffens up the shock at a more rapid rate so that it resists bottoming, just like a modern motocross bike. These forks that come on it they look like mountain bike forks, which I would prefer more motorcycle looking forks, but they work awesome. Just like, man, are they smooth. They're just like butter, just the most beautiful forks. Anyways, I think it's a good place to start. I'm a motocross, I look at everything from a motocross viewpoint and just thrashing these things, riding them hard. Anyways, I'll take a little break here and get back to you in a minute.